You always had to lubricate your thoughts.
Oh shit, even worse.
What?
Hello guys, I'm Julia.
Hi, I'm Hez and welcome to another episode of The
Phone
Phone Call. So Julia, are you an entitled bitch?
Well, no, I'm not, and I've seen so many people out there and I hate them.
Yes.
Totally.
I mean, I work in the service industry, so I see many entitled people. Can I just say, one of the hot takes is that poor people are the most entitled people.
Could be.
Because, I work during Fashion Week, like Salone del Mobile. It's one of the biggest events in Milan.
Yeah.
And during those days, I meet many rich people. Mm-hmm. And guess what? They're the most nicest people ever.
Really?
Like those are there are influencers also, I meet them, and those are the worst people, but that's another category. But
True.
the actual rich people, the rich people who they don't have show that they're actually rich, those are the good people, I feel like, because they don't have to prove anything to anybody.
Okay, they're literally
Yeah.
free from all
Yes.
the problems.
Yeah.
Everything seemed to be sorted out. They're having minor issues only.
Yeah, but the poor people with the head to toe, wearing designer stuff, all Gucci, all Louis Vuitton, just want to fit into the idea of being rich. Those are the most entitled sons of bitches I've ever met in my life.
I mean, there could be reasons. Now, since you're working in that industry, as a teacher, I've seen a lot of parents.
Oh yeah, I mean that's a whole other game park. I mean,
Yeah.
when the kids are involved, yes, it's a mess. I remember.
That's another category of entitled people when it comes to school, teachers, and parents. When I was young, it was the same, and I thought coming to this country it would change. Oh hell no!
Oh no, that's even worse.
Yeah, you got levels, man.
Yeah.
It just keeps on going up. But yeah, it's funny how it works.
Because in Sri Lanka, our parents actually give the teachers to do whatever the hell they want.
Yeah.
They can literally beat you up, and the parents will be like, "Good, yeah, I'm gonna beat you up even more."
Yeah, it's and they'd be very nice in front of others. Like you have a parents-teacher meeting, and that's the day that you're going to get a
Yes,
whoop.
exactly.
So that's a different another level.
Yeah. But anyways, speaking of entitled people, this episode is all about them. We are dedicating a whole episode for you, Karens.
Yes, it's your moment to shine.
Yes, baby. Shine that diva pussy.
Oh my god. Okay.
I don't know what I was going to say, but that's not it.
It's okay. Things happen. If Karens are there in this world and we are experiencing this kind of stuff, it's okay. Yeah, a lot of things. So, anyways, we are getting into this title very quickly. No other further ado.
Yes.
Who's going to start though?
Whatever you prefer. Let's do rock, paper, scissors.
Rock, paper, scissors. What? You're late again.
Okay. Rock, paper, scissors. Okay, you go for it.
Okay, so the first one I will be saying is entitled mom demands disabled seat, then misses her train.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this is from Reddit, of course, and it was 2 pages kind of long story. I kind of summarized it and got it short form. Anyways, I'm saying it in the first person. I'm not putting it this thing as if she's telling the story.
Okay, because she's the OP.
Today on my local train, which splits near the end, one part goes to the suburbs, the other to the airport. I sat in the disabled seat since I have a limp and it's easier for me to get in and out. So she's having a problem with her leg. Okay. It's the holiday season. So many travelers with suitcases were heading to the airport. A family of 5, mom, dad, 2 kids and grandma, got on my part of the train. The one not going to the airport. The mum insisted this was the right section and then told me to get up because she claimed it was a family area. I got up without arguing, but she kept scolding me saying I should leave seats for people who actually need them. Yeah, I know. The dad quietly pointed out my limp. And the mom gave a half-hearted apology. I moved a few seats away and watched as they realized they were on the wrong train path. They missed their stop to switch and completely missed the airport train. Karma served, no words needed.
That was satisfying.
Yeah.
Because some people just don't realize that disability is not like a one-way thing. You don't need a handicap to be disabled. You don't need a wheelchair to feel disabled. Anybody can be disabled and you just don't know.
That's true. Sometimes those people try
Yeah.
to be normal, get along with whatever the
just
hardship.
blend in.
Yeah, and these kind of people would just come in and make your day worse.
Yes.
I saw another video that this is happening when the disabled person goes and parks in the car park in their area. Some people would even take that area and they will be unable to park.
Yes, I've seen it, and that's one of my biggest pet peeves. Because sometimes, like, people I work with, they will also like park their cars in the disabled area. I'm like, that's not right.
Yeah.
Go move it to somewhere else.
No, even last week the same thing happened near my apartment. There was this woman. She was a doctor, by the way. She's like, this is my area. I live here. I'm the doctor. But she's parking in the disabled area.
The doctor should know better.
Exactly. And I was just looking and I wanted to really say that to her. I was like, dude, you are educated. You know everything. And you, just because you're a doctor, are you disabled? If you are, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
And what she was saying was entirely something else. I'm the doctor, I live here, I get to park here. That's it.
Not right at all.
No, so many people are doing this with the parking lots, the seats in the passenger or the trains or the buses. They just take it. Okay, if you sit there accidentally, if you see someone, you should give them the way.
Absolutely.
Well, that's not happening because some people are having this thing like they own the place.
But
apparently.
here's the thing. When you are in the bus, sometimes I do not offer my seat to anybody. Because sometimes these old ladies, they get so offended when you like offer them a seat.
Yes.
I'm like I tried to do something good and I got so anxious. I was like, no, I'm not okay. But obviously, if they're like limping, obviously I'm going to offer my seat. That's a whole other thing.
Yeah, pregnant or any other thing. Okay, as you can see, offering, you have to offer.
I generally
well.
do not sit in that area.
Same
anyways.
here.
Like I just don't want to be the person who's just taking that space.
True. Same thing. But there was a viral video on TikTok. It went on for weeks. Even I commented on that.
Wow, you're so famous. You're so unique.
It was in Taiwan.
Okay.
And this woman was going in the train. And
the one who kicked them.
exactly.
Yes.
That woman was like, hold my bag, and then she
Yeah, because elderly were, I don't know what happened though. I don't know the context.
She was asking for the seat that woman
but there
was
were
sitting.
so many seats around.
Literally in front of you can see in the video, in front of it there is space for that woman to sit.
Literally
at
so
the
many
corner.
seats. I was watching it. I'm like, why are they fighting for a seat when there are so many seats available?
Like, I do respect the elderly people,
Not me,
but
though.
she was being a bitch.
Yes.
And I had to take on that. Like, I am personally against like younger people hitting, no matter how it is, hitting and everything.
Hitting in general is something.
Yeah, that's not accepted. But at that time, I think that's what happened. That woman was like, hold it, and then she just threw that woman flying away.
I am sure something else happened before. Like
Could
before
be.
the video started. That's why
Could
they
be.
started the video, because something was happening with the old woman.
No, she was saying so much of shit
so
continuously.
obviously it's normal that they get frustrated. Trust me, I want to drop kick so many customers these couple of days. So
Well, understandable. I mean, these kind of characters, they do exist, and sometimes I wonder, why the hell are we living? And then I'm like, no, you are entitled to live, but why the hell are you living with these kind of people? Why are these kind of people walking on earth? That's what I
only
think.
Lord knows. Well, he put them there.
Why?
Yeah, get them back.
Take
Take them
it.
away.
Just because you couldn't handle it does not mean that you can drop them here. Anyways.
I saw this one TikTok. Basically, just talking about it just made me remind it because he was acting like the god. This
Okay.
creator was like making a skit. He was like, "I'm God." Okay.
Okay.
He was looking at the doctors who are like performing surgery on a child, being like, "I put that tumor there. Why are you taking it away?"
Oh god. Oh.
I mean, I am like making it way less funny than it actually was. He did a proper job at actually explaining the way, but it was so. I mean, it was horrible. It was like dark humor, but like it's so true.
Yeah, I mean,
And God put it there.
yeah, God have put so many things on this earth. That's one way to
Another
say it.
post that I saw was like when like you know how people would have miscarriages or
Yeah.
the children would die very early. Mm-hmm. It is like God's way of saying felt cute, might delete later.
Oh my god. Okay, they are making like these real life things into okay. I mean, people
That's
do
horrible.
make jokes out of these kind of stuff because of the shit which is going around in this world, and this
Yes.
is their only way of
It's their
living.
coping,
Sometimes,
yeah.
seriously, coping mechanism. Literally.
Exactly. There's
It
nothing
happens.
else, yeah.
Oh god.
They have to laugh it off,
But
unfortunately.
I really hope those people, like genuine people who have gone through something bad, they win in life.
Yeah.
They are happy,
Exactly.
whatever it is. Karens are existing. They have their own happiness, I guess. Seeing the
They just need to vibrate and they just like need to finger themselves and they will be fine.
could be. I also feel that they are stressed out.
Yes, I'm sure.
You need to calm the f down.
Calm down, Leslie. Calm down. Let's go to our next story.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. The next post was posted on our entitled people. R/entitled people, whatever.
Okay.
So, this was posted 9 days ago as I was finding it. So, it's
Fresh.
a fresh story. Neighbor ignores my engagement, my boundaries, and common sense, then blows up my phone at 4 a.m. You
Buffing.
okay? You okay?
Okay, go on.
Okay. I lived in my apartment for a while now, 3rd floor. The woman who owns the apartment above me came knocking one day because her tenant had been causing problems. She wanted to ask if I had any issues with him. We had a long chat at my door, and at one point I said, "Sorry, I can't invite you in for a coffee. I'm just heading out." You know, just being polite but not actually inviting her. She asked me for my number and said she'd send me hers just in case there were more issues with her tenant. That seemed fair enough. The guy tried to intimidate me once, so it made sense to be able to contact each other. The next day, I'm in my music room playing the guitar when there's a knock. I open the door and it's her again. She says, "Oh, I heard you're playing Rolling Stones. And was that Wild Horses?" I said, "Yeah," and she goes, "Oh, just marry me now." Mind you, I literally told her day before that I was engaged. And then she asked if I will teach her 13-year-old daughter guitar. I told her that I don't teach guitar. That should have been it, but nope. She started sending me WhatsApp messages, not about the apartment, just random chit chat, including frequently asking if I'm still with my partner. I kept my replies short and polite, hoping she'll take the hint. Then, one day, I'm in the kitchen making a coffee, and I see her parents pull into the car park. I've never met them before, but seeing them in the car park with her, they were waving like we are all friends. Now I'm wondering what exactly she's been telling them about me.
Could be, yeah.
After her next random message, I finally told her. When we spoke, I mentioned I'm engaged. I only gave you my number to discuss apartment issues. She went quiet for about 6 months, and at 4 a.m. I get, "Hey, how are you?" I followed followed by another 5:30 a.m. message saying, I'm worried about you and the least you can do is to fucking answer your phone. At that point I replied, I'm blocking your number. Please do not try to contact me ever again. And I did block her. My fiancée was furious and honestly I don't blame her. Why did this woman think she was entitled to ignore the fact that I'm engaged, entitled to ignore my clear boundaries, entitled to ask for free guitar lessons, and entitled to message me at 4 a.m. months after I told her to stop? Some people genuinely believe that basic respects and boundaries just don't apply to them. TLDR, my neighbor took "here's my phone number for apartment issues" as an open invitation to flirt. Message me at 4 a.m. and ignore my engagement. So, clearly we have a problem with the boundaries here.
It's not just entitled personality, boundaries, being a nuisance, like everything all in one package.
Yes.
Wow.
He got the all-in-one deal.
Seriously. But here's the thing. This is where being polite or kind backfires you. Like, you don't have to be indirect with these kind of people. They are giving you the number one clue from the very beginning that they are very nosy and everything.
Yes.
So when people just don't take that as a sign to really address something without saying indirectly or take a hint. I'm sorry to say it, but those people are dumbasses in those kind of things.
Exactly. I mean, kindness is not always the best.
No, because she already gave from the very beginning,
Clear indications,
asking and then doing like that. And even when this guy said that he's engaged, so this woman has no freaking respect that she could just come and break off. Like, if it was another person, there will be real issues between the relationship. But this woman didn't even care about that.
I mean, when somebody says engage, you should be like, okay, back off. Until the engagement is no longer available, I'm gonna be like, back the fuck off.
Yeah, because engagement or even a relationship, unless that person like openly says, okay, I'm done or we are separated, you get the memo, getting the real words out of that person, not to mess with.
Yes, exactly.
This woman clearly, but I wonder, there could be more people just like her.
Oh yeah, there's definitely more people like her.
Who just likes to barge into relationships.
Some people also have a satisfaction. They feel like if they do these kind of stunts, they can actually get with the partner. They don't want to actually be with the partner or this person. They just want to feel like they can actually steal somebody else's person.
They're genuinely doing this for the thrill.
Exactly, that's the word I was looking for.
Thrill.
Yes.
I don't know what kind of happiness it brings in them. Certainly
they must be
there
like
is
really
some
unhappy.
issues. Yeah, unhappy. Like there is some attachment issues or something, which is okay. It's normal that every person have it, but this is where you need to work on yourself because you're really disturbing any person.
Yes.
It could be. It's not just a relationship between apartment buddies or whatever it is, for anything, a workplace, with your parents or anything. You don't have to be a nuisance just because we all walk on this earth,
My ex-colleague was like this. He would send flowers, chocolates, teddy bears to girls who are in relationships with a partner. And he would be just sending these gifts randomly. Obviously, they would say like, I love you on the teddy bear. Or
damn it, you should have told about me as well. I would have got, even though I am in the relationship.
You're married. You're a married woman, Julia.
I would have, seems like this dude is having a lot of money.
Yeah, but he always seems like he doesn't have money. But for these stuff, he has money.
I don't care about the flowers. I do care about the chocolate or the cakes. Stupid people doing, of course, impress one woman. impress one man, not an whole entire kingdom.
Yeah, but for these people, it's not about impressing them or anything like that. It's just that to show that they can do this, they can actually pull your girl off. They can take your guy and all that jazz. It's never about actually being with the person that they are trying to get with.
The
At least that's what I
attitude.
think. Exactly. Attitude. They are like, oh, I'm so hot. I can get with anybody.
Overconfidence. Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, it's good to have that kind of thing, but not in a way that you would literally like make yourself appear as a nuisance. Again, nuisance. You're really disturbing people when you do those kind of stuff. Or even if you don't do anything, your words, because your actions, you're not doing any actions, but what you say
100%.
can also be the same.
Yeah.
So let's not be like
Yes.
entitled people, please.
Yeah, but I don't know if this is. Yeah, I mean, technically, this is entitled, but I don't know if entitled is the correct word I would use for this specific situation.
That's a whole cake better.
Yeah, it's a creepy thing because at the end, like this person, to message them at 4 a.m. 4 a.m. is such a weird time to be even awake.
You know what I understood from this lady? She's lonely,
Yes,
but
creepy.
she's also not lonely. I'm pretty sure she's talking to so many people.
Who knows?
Yeah, I feel like that. She's lonely, but she's also talking to so many people, and she's not getting what she needs from all
So
of
you
this.
think she's an attention seeker?
Could be, because this kind of attitude usually comes when they don't get the attention as well.
I think she just need to come.
Okay. My face, my reactions, you can read it. Oh. Okay. Anyways, lady, I hope you're doing well.
Yeah.
Do not disturb the other buddy, okay?
Exactly. Just let them
Let's be
together.
nice.
You know?
And I hope you find a good person,
Yes.
so that you will not be this
Someday
person.
your true love will come,
You can do it. You can do it.
and you can come too.
Next. Next.
Next story.
And it's my turn. So this is a fresh story, 21 days ago. And I'm going to read it.
Okay.
Oh God, this is so small.
That's what she said.
No, not like that. Okay, close your curtains so I don't have a view into your home.
Okay.
Yeah, close your curtains so I don't have a view into your home.
Just don't look at the house.
I say the same thing, but let's hear me out on this. Editing to add. Google tells me her window to mine is around 210 feet. We moved into a new building a few months ago. We just received a mail letter from a house that is behind ours. Note that there is a wash and a road between us. I don't know about this wash, but yeah, this is what it is. I shall type it word for word. Dear neighbor, congratulations on your new home. I live across the way from you in Sunflower. Although our homes are not very close to each other, I can see directly into your home from my living room and backyard. I can clearly see you as you walk around your kitchen and even when you get things from your refrigerator. While I am happy for new neighbors, I would prefer not to have a view into your home when I am in my living room and backyard. For your privacy, you may want to consider some blinds or curtains. I hope you enjoy your new home and neighborhood. Your neighbor, Carol. So let me get this right. We have to close our curtains so that you can have yours open. You've been watching us in our house like a creep. Fuck you, Carol. My curtains will be open and I think some naked dancing in the kitchen is required. So I didn't get any comments because it's pretty obvious. Yeah. All the people were saying, you should send a letter back saying fuck you, like in big written, or maybe put a fuck you sign on the window saying, "Fuck you, Carol, do not be a creep and look into what we are doing." Like literally this, people were suggesting very colorful, decorative things to do. But what do you think if this happened to you?
I mean, I would be kind of mortified. I would be like, why are people like seeing me do stuff in my living room? But then again, thank God it's a living room and not the bedroom.
Yeah, I mean, if it was the bedroom,
I would understand.
same here. But so this person, Carol, certainly has nothing to do with anything, I guess.
But then again, I'm also like it's such a weird thing to like have curtains in the living. Yes, it is not weird to have curtains in the living room. It's not that. But like obviously, the OP actually made a good comment. So you want me to close my curtains so you can have yours open? Like, it's a living room. They're like grabbing stuff from the fridge. It's not a bad thing.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like you own the whole place, right?
Exactly.
You got to share the piece of land that you have, the area. So these kind of things happen. But those people, they have work to do. They can also stare back at you, but they're not doing that.
Exactly.
As a courtesy to you or anyone, they're not doing that. But you, Carol.
Yeah. Obviously, seeing them in their kitchen doing something, and as the Carol or the neighbor, I would be like, okay, they're there. I'm just gonna go mind my own business. Yeah. I'm just not gonna be like, oh my god, they're getting the orange juice out of the fridge. What are they doing?
They're having cereal now. Oh.
Are they putting the milk first? Are they putting the cereal in the butt crack? We are always going to that.
So yeah, like basically you are being very entitled to tell them, to demand them, ordering them, to saying put some curtains or do something. What are they? Are you like their what, mom? I mean, even if it's the mom, you can't do that. Did you pay for that place? Like, you need to mind your own business. I'm sorry to say that, but no, I'm not sorry.
I mean, like, we live in apartments in Italy, and I'm sure people have seen other people do weird stuff around, and they just don't care anymore, because at the end, we are all in the same situation.
Same situation. And like I told you, right, since my house is small, and in middle of 4 a.m. I used to wake up for an alarm, which I don't have it in my house. It's the alarm which is from the downstairs fellow. So like, can I go and say, okay, now if I go downstairs and say, hey, here, your alarm, it's it's annoying me every single time, so switch it off now. If I say like that, I'm a very entitled person. Okay, but me,
you can just make a request being like, can you change alarm sound?
Exactly. That's being polite. That's being nice and respectful. In this case, she was blindly like requesting, like not even requesting, just telling what to do, which was not nice, Carol.
Yeah, but then again, who knows what they are doing actually, Yeah, we only have the OP side of the story. What if Carol actually saw something else happening?
Baby dancing?
Yeah, I mean, who knows?
Okay. If that's the case,
then I would understand, because in the neighborhood there are also kids around,
If that's the case, you need to not just put curtains. Maybe you have to put
soundproof it.
Do something else, okay?
So we need both sides, but at the same time, if I got that letter, I would be mortified, and I would also be creeped out. Because what are you doing looking at my place?
Yes. I mean, I'm pretty sure, okay, if the OP is correct and everything, they must be second guessing, doubting every single thing whenever they're at the living room. Now that they got the letter. So you cannot be free inside your own home because someone is actually looking.
In a way, Carol actually won in that case, because I would definitely put some curtain on.
Because you're not getting your freedom in your own house that you paid for, that you're living in.
I would be so mortified.
Exactly.
What the hell happened? It doesn't matter.
Anyways, so I hope you guys don't get any person like that in wherever you are living. Let's hope that we will not get another Christmas carol in our life.
Okay, so the next story was posted 10 days ago, which is also fresh like a shit.
I was going to say bakery goods and then you said this.
Okay, so lady is bothered by children at a children's hospital.
Can you say it again?
Lady is bothered by children at a children's hospital. Okay, I'm a private home care nurse. Today, my little friend Julianne had several appointments with the specialists at my hospital. We had some time in between, so we, Julianne and her mom, went to the cafeteria to get a bite to eat. Julianne is nonverbal and has various special needs. She's sitting in her wheelchair at the table with us and starts to vocalize, not loudly, just like humming and babbling. This lady walks over and says, "Can you please move to a different table? She's being so disruptive." At first I thought this lady couldn't be serious. We are at a children's hospital, but apparently she was. Before I could say anything, Julianne's mom said, "Ma'am, do you know where you are right now? This is a children's hospital. As you can clearly see, my daughter has special needs and she's only expressing herself. If you do not like it, there are plenty of places you can move to. Do not make your lack of compassion and understanding my problem." The lady just stands there with a shocked look, puts her hand on her hip and says, "I came down here to work on my laptop and she's making it hard to concentrate. Now I have to pack up all my things and move." I just pointed to all the things we had. With that, she just walked off, slightly loud, and gathered her stuff. Edit, just to make things clear, the lady didn't appear to be an employee of the hospital, just looked like she was in her mid-40s. This was a large hospital in Atlanta that has a library and some family spaces. So, a comment says, "Fuck her sideways. Mom handled it beautifully and classily. More classy than I would have been." The woman was absolutely 100% in the wrong. Absolutely should not have expected a quiet public place like a hospital cafeteria and shouldn't have made it being so rude.
Well, yes, of course. I'm pretty sure you would come there because you have some business over there. Probably maybe your child is there, you're going through a rough patch. But like that's not the place for you to work.
There are other children as well.
Yeah.
I'm sure, like, obviously many people in the comments also mentioned this. What if their child is also getting treated at the hospital because of that they're so stressed,
Yeah.
and seeing this child and being happy and all that made her like trigger. So
be.
it could be a possibility, but that doesn't mean that you should be taking somebody else's child's happiness and making
Not
it their
at
problem,
all.
you know?
Not at all. And of course, just because you're an adult, people are hard on the adult life, saying, you should have done this, you should have done, not to justify, whatever that she did. You can do things in a wrong manner, but just make sure that you are able to reflect and stuff.
Absolutely.
Like what you did, what that person did, actually, she made a whole scene in front of everyone over there. Especially when, you're doing something to a child, look at you.
Yeah, especially a child with special needs.
Seriously.
Like, you are at a hospital.
In a children's hospital at
Exactly.
that area. Let's call it as a children's hospital since it's a big area. So maybe you didn't mean to be entitled, but it really did come out like that. You just shouted out saying you can't work. Obviously, with the problems that you're going through, probably you can't work anywhere in this state of mind, but that's not the place to shout.
But I also want to be empathetic because at the end, who knows what they're going through.
True.
But like I said before, I work in hotel management. I work as a receptionist, and I meet so many people who travel so far away to go to hospital, and that's the only reason that they come to Milan. And they are always so rude because they're going through so much. And I try to be compassionate, but at the same time, when we are also having rough days, it like really puts like salt on the wound at that point. We are also like, oh my god, I literally have so many times I've been thinking maybe this is the time I had to quit my job because I cannot handle it anymore. Like obviously you are going through a really difficult moment in your life if means that you had to travel this far to get treatments done. And I feel so sorry for you guys, but at the same time, you should not make that other people's problem.
True. This story, because it's involving children and a
Yeah.
children's hospital, it reminded me about this entitled dad.
Yeah.
All right. When I was working in school as a teacher. So the school starts at 8:30 a.m. All right. So I like to sometimes come early so that I have time to get dressed and prepare my classroom, because it's going to be almost like 8 hours of being with the kids. It's not going to be easy.
Yes.
So you need to start your day ahead early. So this happened like 3 days in a row. I usually, out of compassion and everything, I don't complain right away. I observe, I have patience, and then only I complain. So this dad, I would be at school exactly around 8 o'clock. He comes at 8:10 with the kid. He's like, hey, open the door. I know that you're in there. Like keeps on ringing the bell. I have a meeting. I have to go. I need to catch the train. Take the kid in. And I got so mad the very first day. I was like, look, if you want to come early and drop your kid off, you need to inform the management, not make a scene out of here. I'm telling you, out of courtesy and being very polite to you. Plus, our opening time is indicated at 8:30, not 8:10.
Yeah.
So I need to get ready. I need to have my breakfast. Even the other teacher, she was a Korean teacher. She was not like me. She's like the person. What I learned from her was you're not supposed to have that attitude every time, but that her attitude really matched at that time. No one comes to tell her anything because of that kind of attitude. She's like, no, we start at 8:30. No. I need to get ready. No.
Yeah.
No one comes to say anything. But since I was very nice, I had to go through this whole scenario. And somehow was being a very nice person. And that was my mistake. I took the kid in. Second day, the same thing. Third day, I didn't open.
Yeah.
Third day, he banged on the door. He was about to break, and I called. And mind you, I did get yelled from my boss at that time. He's like, why did you do it for 2 days? Why did you take the kid early? And why didn't you inform me, Julia? And I was like, I'm sorry. I was being nice. This kid was a really good kid. We are not talking about the kid. We need to we need to school this freaking dad.
Yeah.
He was so entitled. For 3 days, okay, 1 day you can just forget it. But it kept on happening.
It's going to just be a habit. That's the problem. If
It's
you
a habit.
accept once, you have to accept every time.
Yeah, and turns out he's like a big lecturer.
Who gives a shit?
Yeah, he had some lecturing in Florence, and to catch the train. Do we care? For your poor planning, you were acting entitled in front of your child's school.
Yeah.
What is the reputation that you're setting to your child, and what are you teaching your child?
Exactly.
You're just making sure that you can get like anything done just because you get your fists out and bang on the door. It's not even my property, first of all. You're just harming the school's property. See how entitled you are. Like, you're behaving worse than a child in a children's place, and you expect us to just obey just because you're shouting. So these kind of people, I'm really hoping in front of children, especially children, adults can understand. You have to understand for your behavior, but you or anyone acting like in this entitled attitude or any actions, and children sees that, they will learn that kind of
Absolutely.
behavior. They are like typically photocopy machines.
Yeah. I mean, bad behavior is not like, it is not taught, but how do we say it in a good way? Like, you're not born with bad behavior, you are taught. You're taught at a young age.
Taught or you've seen,
Yes.
that you automatically
Yeah.
imprint that.
Exactly. Like, you are literally like, kids are basically like a sponge. Anything that you give them,
True.
they are going to soak up everything. So, you just have to
Everything.
be careful about what you say and what you do.
So, like, adults can feel empathy towards you, and then maybe you will reflect or anything, but children, on the other hand, they don't work that way. So, you got to be really
Yeah.
careful. It doesn't matter that children are there, but just make sure. I hope that that lady is, doing okay or whatever, but for you to come to a Reddit story like this, imagine what kind of impact you did. Especially yourself, maybe how your body felt as well. Very entitled in that case. Just because you're a working person going in middle of that place.
Just so we are clear, it wasn't the rude person who wrote the thing. It was the nurse who wrote.
Nurse, yeah.
So, just had to make it clear.
Okay. So, yeah.
Anyway,
Big imprint.
so the next story.
Like I did collect some entitled ones in addition, but both of those posts were deleted. So this was like very last minute. It was so hard because I wanted something good and everything. It was really hard. You got to read, you got to do your research. So anyways, this was 1 day ago, by the way.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's fresh.
Too fresh. Okay.
Still warm.
That's my water bottle. That's the title. That's my water bottle.
Okay. I'm very curious.
Not even sure what happened really. It all went down in a matter of seconds. Leaving kids' volleyball game out the gym doors, when it comes to my attention, the loud person making a scene is actually talking to me. She was simultaneously yelling at me and her kid, who was maybe 15 feet behind her. So it was chaotic. She kept asking if my water bottle was mine. Could she look at it? It's like hers and I must have grabbed it. Then she repeats something similar to her kid, who is just as confused as me, and I'm guessing a lot of embarrassed. This lady had stopped half the team and their parents about my damn water bottle, many looking at me to respond about why I apparently took hers. But all I could say with true confusion was, "You mean the bottle you're holding in your left hand?" She had the exact one in her hand and her kid was trying to point out. Upon realizing her mistake, there was no apology. She only loudly exclaimed, "Oh, Jesus Christ," and turned around to walk back in.
What the hell? So she did not apologize at
No.
all.
Plus, this got 2.9K upwards under this thing, and it was like very highlighted as well. And there's one kind. Long time ago, I had a similar situation. I was at home HS event with a package in hand. An old lady came in demanding it was hers. Tried to grab it from me. I was 13, shy, totally confused. But I knew it was mine. As she was pulling it, I tilted it up and there was my name. She dropped it and literally slugged away. 45 years later, it still sits in my brain. Why would an adult act that way?
Yeah, they just don't understand personal boundaries and, being like, just first look before you do anything.
It's totally understandable that you get confused in situations, but exactly that's when you have to train yourself
Just
to look
take a step
back.
and being like, okay, let me handle this like an adult.
Yeah, I mean, this was just hanging there, and I was like thinking, these kind of things could be happening because these entitled moms are running the schools.
Oh God, entitled moms and entitled dads. Oh God, any parent, entitled parents. Oh my God, I'm getting flashbacks to my school days. I hated that time.
Me too. It reminded me of my school days. Of course, when I was working, that's a whole different thing. But in school days, something similar happened where one of my friends, she was in my class and she had two sisters, okay? The older sister was in a relationship with someone. Even she was in our school, and that guy also kind of liked me. Okay, so what can I do?
Yeah.
Nothing. Okay, that guy was rich as well. I didn't know that he was rich until this whole drama thing came in. Somehow she made a complaint about me to the school principal or sort. I'm hanging out with guys, and then I was very sad. I was crying, and my mom was like, who the hell is she to say that? Her daughter is doing the same thing, but yes, of course I'm hanging out with guys, and it was a mixed school. Everyone is hanging out with everyone. So I was like, first of all, this guy likes me.
Wait, did it happen in high school or when you were working?
No. When I was in high school, when I was at school, okay?
Oh,
Sorry. Sorry for the confusion.
I was just thinking all of this.
No, when I was schooling, obviously. And this mom started spreading more and more, and later, even the kids, even the moms, I'm really good with the mom group, okay? I was very nice, and everyone really loved me and everything, and then all of a sudden everyone started to scatter away from me. So I went and told my mom, I was like, I think you will have to step in for me at this point, because this mom is saying things, but her daughter is doing certain stuff. My mother went and complained and said, this is what's happening to my daughter. This is a mixed school. As you know, that child's mother is also a mother, and she has 3 children who are girls. It's not nice to step on another girl like that. As a mother, I wouldn't do that. I wanted to, and then the next day she comes and say, my husband works as a cruise ship captain, he's abroad, I have my own vehicle, I'm a one mom who's doing everything. She made a whole scene in school. And the principal was like, that's your husband. Even if you're having a car, we don't give a shit.
Yeah.
Okay, but what you did, you're talking about, you have 3 daughters, and your daughter is having a relationship, and that girl, she didn't have. That's me. She didn't have. Honestly, I didn't have a relationship at that time. You need to educate yourself and your children not to say that. Yeah. The friend who was in my class, she's cool. She's like the quiet one. Cool in the sense, I don't know what's going on in her head, but there was nothing wrong with her and me. No beef between us. But the mom had beef with me because the older sister was having a relationship, and that guy liked me.
That is so weird.
This is how entitled moms work. They, in Sri Lanka,
that's not just entitled, that's just like jealousy and all that.
All combination.
Yeah.
She was just showing and telling everyone about the husband. And then, not to be bad or anything, bad mouth, the husband don't give a shit about her, just send some money to the kids, and he's having like another wife and everyone away and staying away from this woman apparently.
I wonder why.
I wonder why. I mean, it's not nice to say, I'm pretty sure the husband must be bad or whatever it is, but I didn't do anything. I can really say, I don't have to say good things about myself, but I didn't do anything. So this is how the entitled moms run the club in Sri Lankan school. It's not just my school. This has happened like so many. The same thing with the volleyball thing. Moms to mom being adults in a school, they don't apologize.
Absolutely not.
I don't know why. Why?
Because when they realize that they fucked up, they just don't want to admit it. Because it like hits their ego.
You know, you should think about your ego, whatever it is. When you don't apologize, it makes you, it shows your true colors.
Absolutely.
That's not nice, babe.
Should we move to the next story?
Yes.
So, this is our last story.
Okay.
This was also posted to Entitled People subreddit. And it was posted 6 days ago.
Fresh.
So fresh.
Yeah, we have some new stories in here. Good.
Anyways, my cousin ruined my credit score and still blames me.
Okay. This is
They
interesting.
ruined somebody else's
This is
credit
credit
score
score.
and they're blaming the victim here.
Okay, let's see.
This happened last year and I'm still cleaning up the mess. So my cousin, 30M, was moving into a new apartment and apparently his credit wasn't great. He calls me one night, super casual, and says, "Hey, can you just co-sign my lease real quick? It's no big deal, they just need someone with a clean record." I told him no, politely. I was 25 at the time, just started rebuilding my own credit after paying off student loans, and didn't want to risk it. He acted like he understood and we hung up. I thought that was the end of it. 2 months later, I get a letter from a collection agency saying I owe $600 for damage on the apartment I've never seen in my life. Turns out my cousin put my name down anyways. He literally forged my info on the list because it's easier if you just don't make a big deal out of it. When I confronted him, he said, "I swear this was word for word. You have a good credit score and I don't. You're supposed to help me. It's not like you're paying for it." He said this like he was entitled to it. I ended up having to dispute it, file a fraud report, and freeze my credit. The whole process took months and multiple phone calls. Meanwhile, he kept telling everyone I was overreacting and trying to make him look bad. The entitlement is unreal. Like how do you screw up your own finances and then decide it's someone else's responsibility to save you? Now my credit score is damaged because of that stunt. Family or not, some people just don't understand boundaries. Now, there is a comment that I want to read out. Just a second.
Go on.
This isn't real. Oh, I doubt it is real. I don't know my wife's serial number, social security number, but this cousin had your serial number and all other information. An apartment is not going to charge for damage. This is what security deposits. If they came after the cosigner, it would be for rent. This is going to be over $600. But anyway, they're just saying that they don't believe this story is real. But some people are saying the story can be real because it's in America. Anything can happen there. But
Yeah. Well, it could be real. We don't know.
yeah, we have no way of knowing if it is real or not. But there are some people who do it. I've heard like some crazy stories.
I mean, according to the commenter,
Yeah.
that he was saying that it's not real. This guy is family. Of course, he's going to have all your information.
Yeah, I mean, well, first of all, the commenter was like, "I don't even know my family.
Yeah,
Social.
dude.
That's your fault.
Yeah.
Like, I have her information, and we are not even like living together. I have her ID card, the passport, everything."
Yeah, like you're a very
Yeah.
irresponsible
Yeah, you're
person.
exactly a responsible parent and a husband.
Yeah, so
Anyway, I
sorry.
love how you're attacking the commenter right now.
I mean, I'm sorry. I feel like you're not a person who should be commenting on this at all.
Anyway, going back to the cousin, I know that this is a really common thing to do. It seems like they forge information of other people and then like get credit cards. This is something that parents
be.
do a lot, where they get credit cards under the name of their child because they have a clean slate. and then they just like don't tell the kid at all about it. They don't pay the credit card, and then when the kid has to go buy a house or something like that, a big financial decision, they can't do it because the parents have ruined everything for them.
Yeah, I mean, I saw in another Reddit story, and I've also seen many celebrities who have gone through that they don't even know that they're parents, since they are like the acting guardian or whatever the thing. I'm talking about these celebrities when they were young and
Child actors.
Yeah, child actors or musicians, and when they found out some certain problems coming, and that's when they got to know that parents have misused their money and used their names and everything. So this is very much real.
Yeah, this is definitely. We don't know if this story in specific is real.
Yeah.
But this scenario is definitely real.
I mean, even in Sri Lanka, we got to know some. There was some relative, and we accidentally have given our property main original copy, and they could actually forge it and everything and take the land. They can take the property. And it also did happen exactly after a month. No, not a month actually. Now this was about to happen to us, and I wanted some advice. So there was this person who had connections, who knew about the information. So I was like, hey, he's like a big brother to me. I was like, hey, how are you doing? I'm in Italy. I wanted to ask you something. So there's this drama going on with the family, and we have accidentally given one of our original. I was like, is it the property? I was like, yeah. My property was taken. I was like, oh God, are you in courts? It's like, yeah, I'm in courts now. They have forged my signature, everything. And I was like, is it a friend or? It was like a relative, someone in the family.
It's always there.
And mind you, he's still having the case. Now the property, he cannot go and make a house, nothing. They have taken, it's in court. Until the courts give you a proper decision, you can't. So, I mean, rent or not, I don't think this guy is also not saying anything fake, because it does happen. Because one of our houses in the central of Milano, he did take an advance and everything, and turns out he was taking the rent from us monthly. We thank God we had the bank statements. He wanted cash in hand. It wasn't even his.
Yeah. Oh.
It wasn't even his.
How the?
It belonged to the bank. Apparently.
How the hell did he even do that?
So imagine, now if I tell this story to someone, they will be like, oh, no, it cannot happen. And you know what? The police came and kicked us out.
Well,
and I can remember I used to have garbage bags. My brother, my mom, we had garbage bags, and we were packing stuff. The whole floor.
God.
It didn't belong to that dude at all. And turns out he's just a scammer. He's been taking money from all. And per month from our floor, there was, I think, 12 residents living there. 12 apartments apparently. So he got around 15,000 euros per month from all of them. But cash in hand, he would come and knock.
Yeah. What the hell?
Yeah, and
he's like the gym.
He also gave it the contract. He gave the contract, and
how the hell did he manage to do that?
I don't know. Even he, after giving the contract, that there's this municipal council certificate. He even freaking gave, and my brother, we all put we registered our residence over there.
Yeah, I remember you had to do it. Yeah.
And even the municipal council, when we showed the document that they were evacuating us, and they're like, how? Yeah. How is even this possible? I was like, maybe he has a friend in the municipal council. Yeah. Because you're asking, being the worker, you're asking how this is possible?
You had to tell me that.
Dude, I'm lost here more than you. So, this is so much real, rent or not. At the end, no house, no advance. I paid around 1,600 or 1,800 euros. I didn't get a cent back.
It really be like that.
It's shitty. It's really shitty. And yeah, I'm pretty sure. So do not take other people's credit score
Yeah.
or money.
But people just not gonna listen to it at all.
I don't know why people are doing that. Credit score, credit cards, money is not something you should be messing with.
Especially not that money that does not belong to you.
You, exactly. And people, I don't know why these kind of people exist in this world, though. Disappointing.
Yeah. Anyways, that kind of brings us to the end of this episode. I hope you guys liked it, and if you did, please subscribe, follow us around in our socials. We will have them links in the description, and also subscribe to this channel.
Yes, please. Just one.
Yeah.
Again, one.
And we will see you guys in our next episode next week. Bye.